YouTubers, gamers, whatever you are, thank you for watching Messiah Entertainment. Over the weekend, well, actually on Friday, opening day, I got the privilege to watch Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Was it worth it? Let's find out. So Captain America: The Winter Soldier is the sequel to Captain America: The First Avenger, which doesn't really make sense because I think Thor was born before him. But anyway, it's the first time we're seeing Cap back in uniform since the Avengers. After the big brawl the Avengers had in NYC, Cap is still working for S.H.I.E.L.D. He's fighting alongside Black Widow, and he is kicking ass and taking names. Now, he ain't really used to the United States just coming in as the big bullies and just telling everybody to back down because, he comes from that honorable time of World War II, the best generation. So there he's kind of conflicted. Meanwhile, a new threat has been growing in the shadows. Several ghosts from the... Gross, what the hell am I saying? Several ghosts from the captain's past has come back to haunt him, including one guy, I'm not going to spoil it, but the Winter Soldier. And it's up to the captain to, come along with Black Widow and his brand new sidekick, the Falcon, to come in and save the day. So first off, the characters. Now, in either Iron Man 2 or Avengers, we really didn't see much of Black Widow's personality. I mean, she proved herself. She's definitely not a force to be reckoned with. She is so fine, but this movie gave her more of a human side, She actually makes jokes in this one. She smiles, it's not just that stone cold spa that we're used to seeing from her the whole time. The Falcon, played by Anthony Mackie, he was a cool companion. I mean, he ain't as tough as Captain America or, Black Widow, but he is still a badass with the wings on. Captain America, do I really even have to talk about him? It's his movie. Of course he did great in it. Well, that ain't always true. There's plenty of characters that did terrible in their own movies, so I better just retract that statement, you know what I mean? Let me just say this. Chris Evans, he killed it in his movie, okay? He did good. He played it to the T. Nick Fury, now let me say this. Up until this point, we've seen Nick Fury in pretty much every single Marvel film, except for maybe the Thor movies, but we've seen him over and over and over again, and for a guy we've seen that much of, we really haven't seen him that much if you think about it. He comes in for like maybe 5 minutes in each film. He came in the most, I think, during Iron Man 2 and Avengers, but that was about it. He only showed his face pretty much at the end Easter eggs, you know what I'm saying? So in this movie, he gets his time to shine. He comes in, he is in fight scenes, I'm not going to spoil anything, I'm going to stop right there, but let me just say this. The beginning of the movie pretty much belongs to Nick Fury. It is his time to shine. Samuel L. Jackson holds it down. And last but not least, the Winter Soldier. This guy, I'm not going to reveal who the actor is. I'm not going to reveal who the guy is in the movie. But rest assured, this guy is crazy. He is awesome. He gives Captain America a run for his money in hand-to-hand fighting, okay? And, oh man, the Winter Soldier is a total badass, okay? Now, as far as the special effects go, it's a Marvel Cinematic film. Special effects, they off the bat. Like, you already know what it is when they come to the plate with their movies. That's top-notch stuff right there, Now, as far as the sound effects go, those are crazy. Like, whenever Captain America hits somebody, you feel it in your seat. Like, as soon as that guy gets hit in the face with a shield, his whole thing is messed up. Like, he is just... that's gonna hurt in the morning, okay? Now, like with any good Marvel Cinematic movie, there's some Easter eggs, okay? That's what they're known for. For everybody who's watching this, who's already seen Captain America: The Winter Soldier, tell me that you didn't realize that the guy on the rooftop, he name dropped Stephen Strange, aka Doctor Strange. When I heard him say that name, like it was so funny. I was like geeking out of my seat. I was like, oh my god, they're planning a Doctor Strange movie, and everybody, all my friends around me were just looking like, what? He was just naming some people. I was like, no, that's Doctor Strange. So I had my little geek moment there. And like with all good Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, there's of course something at the end that is going to relate to the next big Avengers movie. And, if you haven't seen it, I'm not sure if you would count this as a spoiler, but I'm going to just say spoiler alert before I say this out loud. at the end of the movie, you see Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in captivity. They're being held by Baron Wolfgang von Strucker. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I don't truthfully know much about him, but in the end, he was holding the same weapon that Loki used during the Avengers. That little cipher thing. So, I'm sure that'll be that'll be cool. There's also a few characters, they added in there. Crossbones was in there. Agent 13, aka Sharon Carter, who is Captain America's modern day love interest. She was in there. She didn't play a big role, but she was in there. Now, on a side note, if you look at all the Marvel Cinematic Heroes at the moment, it all seems like they're sort of just hanging up their capes. I mean, Captain America said he's done with fighting for now, and that he's just gonna go off looking for Bucky. Whatchamacallit? Iron Man said he blew up all his suits, so I mean, it's not like he's not Iron Man anymore, but I mean the fighting part of him, that's retired for the moment. And then Thor, I guess he's gonna give up, fighting for the realms and everything, and he's gonna go live a nice quiet life with Natalie Portman. So, when Age of Ultron rolls by and they all have to assemble again, they're all going to be out of the game for a little bit. So, it'll be interesting, I guess, when Avengers 2 rolls around to see them have to come back out of, just doing their own thing and having to, fight this unified threat, but, that's just me thinking, Now, I obviously like the film a lot. So, as far as a final rating, I'm going to have to give this movie the highest rating that I can give it, a 10 out of 10.
Flawless victory.
This was honestly one of the best Marvel cinematic movies I've seen since the Avengers. If you're a fan of Marvel, if you're a fan of superhero films, if you're a fan of just good movies, just go see this one. It's definitely a must-see. I mean, spoiler alert right here, so, if you haven't watched the movie, click away right now. At the end of this movie, a lot has changed in the universe. SHIELD is pretty much no longer there. It's pretty much been dissolved. The government shutting it down. Hydra was festering inside of it. So that's gone. So that leaves questions as to what's gonna happen to a lot of the characters. What's gonna happen to Black Widow? What's gonna happen to Maria Hill? What's gonna happen to Agents of SHIELD? I mean, I haven't watched it in a while, but, how are you going to have agents for a series that no longer exists? Are they going to just report directly to Nick Fury? I don't know how that's going to work. They'll probably come up with, like a reason as to why they're still fighting. Maybe they'll change the name or something. Maybe they might have like a smaller SHIELD that just, is Nick Fury. Because he said he was going to Europe to do some activities. He might be meeting up with those characters like Coulson. I don't really know, but, Well, thanks guys for watching the review. It was definitely a great movie, so definitely go check it out. I mean, if you haven't already, what are you doing with yourself? Go now, get a move on it. It's too good to not watch right now. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe. Share this video with your friends so you get more videos like these. You can now follow me on Twitter, if you want. I'll leave the link for that in the description box below. And thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.